25 years ago, I was in fun-filled Saudi Arabia as an army chaplain, part of Operation, at that point, Desert Shield, which became Desert Storm. And it was Hanukkah time, just like it just passed here. Hard to find potatoes in the middle of the desert. But the Palestinian Arab Muslim cook figured it out for the Jewish community. And later in the springtime, before we left, it was my responsibility and honor to provide the mechanism so my Muslim soldiers could make the Hajj, because it would be a long time before any of them would be so close to Makkah. Earlier this year, my roommate in Jerusalem was the imam. We probably will disagree on who snores. And we saw and experienced Jewish, Christian, and Muslim sites on both sides of the Jordan River as equals. When my wife's family left Spain in 1492, they were religious refugees, fleeing the Inquisition. And they went into the mountains of Basque, France, ultimately to Bordeaux, to the Caribbean, and found their way to religious freedom in New Orleans in the early 1800s. When my grandmother's family fled Russia, they fled Russia as political and religious refugees. But wait, let's go back further. When the Pilgrims came here, the Puritans, they fled England as religious refugees. And yet, each time we've come, we hear this litany. No Irish need apply. No Catholics are welcomed. Or in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, even in the 50s, no Jews or dogs allowed. And we stand in a state in which we had separate bathrooms and separate drinking fountains. And until 1968, men and women of color and different colors couldn't even marry. Fear is a powerful feeling, but it's not what we are about as Americans. E pluribus unum is a wonderful phrase that we started with. Yeah, in God we trust is important, but when we understand that we are part of a greater weaving together of covenant communities, both within the Abrahamic faiths and beyond, and what makes the oneness of America most powerful is the accepting, including, and weaving of each one of our traditions and our backgrounds, our histories, and our cultures. Outside of Native Americans, we are all immigrants of some kind, many of us refugees. I will not accept a climate of fear. I did not stand with my Muslim and Christian and my African American and my Arab and my white fellow soldiers, men and women alike, to defend what is right about this country. I did not serve, and I do not now join with these wonderful faith leaders with any sense of fear, nor will I allow the culture and climate of fear to be what defines us. Those who choose that, choose weakness. Religious faith is of strength of knowing who we are, in my case as a Jew, and recognizing I have no fear from a Christian or a Muslim or a Sikh or a Buddhist or a Hindu or a Native American faith community. It just doesn't matter. Or someone who doesn't believe. What makes America strong is knowing that we are one by the diversity of who we all are. It becomes whole. It becomes what the word shalom truly means: completeness, wellness, and wholeness.